How many calories do men and women need? So basically, the reason I came up with this topic is because all the time I hear people thinking you need to bulk up or that they're not eating enough and that's why they're not putting on muscle, and that their coach is starving them because they're only eating 1,200 calories a day, or the reason you're not losing weight is because you're not eating enough. You need to eat more to lose weight. Yeah, as if that makes sense. Eat more and you lose more weight. No. So I'm going to give you some of the scientific facts related to this, explain to you my basically what I think about it, my opinion, and let you decide if it makes sense to you based on what I'm saying. So I'll start with some facts. The average North American female eats 1,800 calories a day. Okay? Average, 1,800 calories a day. The average male eats 2,800 calories a day. Obviously, men are going to eat more than women because they're bigger. So, what this means is that if you're the average person, you're eating 1,800 calories a day if you're a girl. If you're the average person, you're eating 2,800 calories if you're a man. Does that mean women should all eat 1,800 calories and men should eat 2,800? No, of course not. So to even break it down even more, what does the average person in North America look like? They look like shit. Okay? So if you want to look average, do what everyone else does. Eat 1,800 calories a day if you're a girl. Eat 2,800 calories a day if you're a man. Because the average person is overweight. The average person is obese. So being average isn't good. If I say your average body fat for a female is 33%, which it is, and if I measure your body fat and you're 33%, doesn't mean, oh yay, I'm average, that's awesome. No, it means you're overweight and you're predisposing yourself to cardiovascular illness, diabetes, the list goes on and on and on. Okay, so average is not healthy, it's not good. So this video is to tell you how much calories should you eat. All right, so it would be amazing if I could say, well, you need 1,631 calories a day, and then your macros need to be 30% this and 20% that. But it doesn't work like that. I'll do another video on macros because that'll be a huge thing. But macros don't matter that much, by the way, just to sum it up right there. Calories matter, and how many calories you burn, how many calories you take in, and if it's negative, you're going to lose weight. So this is how many calories you need to eat. You need to eat less than you're eating now to lose weight, and more than you're eating now to gain weight. So if you tell me you're eating 1,800 calories a day and you're not happy with how you look, as in you wish you were leaner, you wish you were more defined tone, then eat less. If you're anorexic and you say you're eating, say, 700 calories a day, and you wanted to gain more muscle and body fat and be more at a healthy weight, then eat more. It's very simple. It's not like rocket science. This is like totally basic. So, how much less? I recommend a person eats 500 calories less than they're currently eating to lose weight. It doesn't have to be 500 calories less, but that's an awesome way to start. If you do that, you're going to lose a pound of fat in a week because there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So 7 days times 500, 3,500 calories, you're going to lose about 1 pound of fat a week, which is awesome. You might think it's not awesome, but it really is. That's 52 pounds in a year, okay? That's a lot of weight to lose. Studies will also show the faster you lose weight, the more likely you are to gain it back after and to rebound. The slower you lose weight, the more likely you are to keep it off. So my recommendation, lose 0.5 to 1% of your body weight a week. If you're 200 pounds, that equals 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you're 100 pounds, that equals 0.5 to 1 pound a week. So you shouldn't be looking for these, wow, look at my transformation. I lost 50 pounds in 5 weeks. I'm so amazing because I lost 10 pounds a week. That's water and muscle and fat. Fat is the stuff we like losing. Muscle, that just kills your metabolism when you lose muscle. Water weight, of course, you're going to lose some water, especially the first few weeks when you start cutting your carbs down, because glycogen storage, which I did in a previous video, every gram of carb loses 3 grams of water. So, you know, if you eat a pound less carbs, you're going to lose 3 pounds of water, for total 4 pounds. So obviously the first few weeks when your glycogen storage levels go down, expect to lose more weight. But after that, try not to lose more than 1% of your body weight a week. That's my recommendation for you for that. Okay. Other than like cutting back by 500 calories, you could eat the same and burn off 500 calories a day. So, for example, a 155-pound person walking for 5 miles will burn about 500 calories. It goes by your body weight. So 5 miles of walking is 500 calories for the average 155-pound person. So, you know, that's probably going to take you an hour and a half to do if you're walking at a decent pace. So that's the kind of cardio level that we're talking about. Now, obviously, walking is not like intense cardio. If you're like running or like doing stair climber at a high pace, then it's not going to be an hour and a half. You might do it in 45 minutes, and you might do it in an hour. All right. Now, another thing I'd like to talk about is the bulking idea. We need to bulk up to gain muscle. You don't need steroids. You just need to eat more food, right? That's the secret. More food. No, it's not more food. More food means more fat. So when you fluff up 50 pounds and you're getting all big and huge and strong, it's because you're a big fat piece of poop. You gained 50 pounds of fat. Don't kid yourself. It's not muscle. So if you're 200 pounds and then all of a sudden you're 250 because you went to Wendy's every single day and ate like crap, it's not going to make you gain muscle. It's going to make you gain fat and water, and you're going to be a bloated mess. It's not healthy. Your blood pressure is going to go up. You're not going to be able to metabolize carbs very well. You can be insulin resistance. You're going to have all host of, you know, health consequences for doing this. So don't just bulk up by eating a lot of calories. I'll explain like maybe a little bit of science on why this is the case, okay? There's about 1,000 calories in a pound of muscle. You probably thought it was 3,500, which was a good guess. But like your muscle is not made out of fat. So like your bicep, it's not like all full of fat. It's like full of muscle. It's muscles from protein, from amino acids. 4 calories per gram versus 9 calories per gram in a gram in fat, okay? So muscle isn't just all muscle. Muscle has water, so it's like 70% water. So if you consider how much actual calories goes into like making that 1 pound of muscle, it's 1,000 calories. So let's take your excessively gifted athlete with supreme genetic ability. I'm talking about that 0.1% of the population, 1 in 1,000 people, okay? Let's say they gain 1 pound of muscle a month. I didn't say a week, I said a month. The freaks out there can gain 1 pound of muscle a month. So stop saying I'm gonna go on a lean bulk and I'm gonna gain 1 pound of muscle a week. That's called a lean steroid bulk. You can't gain a pound a week of muscle. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so the excessively gifted genetic athlete that's natural, we're talking 1 pound of muscle a month. Let's put it in perspective. That's 12 pounds in a year. That's 10 years. That's 120 pounds of muscle. Who the heck puts on 120 pounds of muscle in 10 years? Not even a professional bodybuilder on massive amounts of steroids can gain that. So realistically, this is more like what you could expect. A pound of muscle in a month, if you're blessed with the just God-given genetics that just I wish I had and we all wish we had, that's what you could gain. I typically gain 3 or 4 pounds of muscle in a year, so more like a pound every 3 months. But we'll go with this example just for, you know, the example's sake. You would need to eat 33 calories more a day to gain that much muscle. So, no wonder you went to Wendy's and had that cheat meal and that bulk up meal. I needed all those extra calories because I'm bulking up. I'm trying to build muscle. I needed 33 extra calories, so I went to Wendy's. Really? 33 calories? Why don't you just eat one half of an apple more? It's like it's negligible. You don't need to bulk up. You don't need extra calories to build muscle. It just doesn't need to happen. So think about the actual science that goes into this stuff. Don't just listen to your buddy at the gym that says, "Oh yeah, man, let's go bulk up, man. Let's go to McDonald's because like yeah, we'll gain so much mass. We'll be huge. We'll be like Mr. Olympia next year." No. Eat 33 calories more a day, which is nothing. You don't even need to think about it. So bulking up is ridiculous, dumb, pointless, stupid, has health consequences, will not work, will hold you back. And let's say it did work. Let's pretend it worked. Let's just say, yeah, it does actually work. Wow, brand new study, 2017. Bulking works. All right, so we put on 50 pounds. Now we're 250 and we're huge. Well, now it's time to diet. What do you think is going to happen to all that muscle when now you have to diet it all away? You're going to lose all that extra muscle that you gained while dieting. You're going to have to starve yourself for 4 months to get into contest shape again. And then you're going to do your show and you're going to end up back to square one. So, versus person B who didn't bulk up and they are 225, not 250 because they ate a healthy year-round diet and they look good year-round. And no, they're not 250 and huge, but they're 225 and they're moderately good sized, but they're still in shape and healthy. And then when they diet for 8 weeks instead of 16, they end up at 200 pounds, just like that 250-pound guy did, who killed himself for 4 months. And then what do you think happens after the show's over? The person who lost 25 pounds is like, meh, I'm going to just eat a little bit more. The person who dieted for 4 months is like, oh my God, where's freaking Wendy's? Let's go eat. Oh, I need food. And then they get fat again. And then they're unhappy. Then 2 weeks later, they're posting on Facebook about how I gained 30 pounds a week after the show. Now I'm back to dieting. And here's my throwback pictures for the last show I did for the friggin' full year. All you see on Instagram is how they looked a year ago. And can't wait to get this back. It's like, just get it back year round and look somewhat healthy. Like, do like what I'm doing. It's like healthy. You don't look shredded year round, but you look in pretty damn good shape. And you're healthy, happy. You get to eat like a normal amount of food, but you're not eating Wendy's every day. And it just all around is way better for you. So that's what I suggest. Oh yeah, and you always hear people dieting and they talk about like, I look flat. I'm so flat when I diet. It's because you were fat to start with. It wasn't muscle. You're looking flat because you're losing that fat that you had that you thought was muscle, but it wasn't muscle. Okay, weight gainers. Don't take them ever. Zero need of weight gainers. Weight gainers are garbage. They're full of shit. They're full of crap. They may as well fill them with shit. They'd probably be better for you. And they just make you get fat. So don't spend any money on them. It's a waste of money. Just think about the supplement industry. Multi-billion with a B, not an M, billions of dollars spent on supplements in a year. They want you to bulk up and use all their bulkers, weight gainers, whatever. Then guess what you need? You need to buy all their cutters, fat burners, diet pills, and everything. So the cycle is like, get big, spend millions of dollars, lose all that weight, spend millions of dollars, and then that's how they make their money. Versus just eat healthy and don't spend all your money on supplements. There's some supplements that are awesome, but you shouldn't waste your money on the ones that just make you fat, and then you have to spend extra money on the ones that make you lean. Use the ones that make you happy year round. Those are the ones you want, okay? Okay, just some other facts. Leaner bodies produce more testosterone than fatter bodies. So if instead of taking every pill you can take to boost your testosterone, why don't you eat healthy and get your fat levels in check at a normal amount, and you'll actually have a decent amount of testosterone in the first place. Fat bodies don't produce as much testosterone as leaner bodies. Leaner bodies, for those of you who do take steroids, but you shouldn't, if you do though, a leaner body will build more muscle on the same amount of steroids as a fat body. So take two twins, one is on steroids, the other's on steroids. One is a fat guy on steroids, one is a lean guy on steroids. The lean guy will gain more muscle than the fat guy on the same cycle. What more do you need to know? How about this? Lean people, lean bodies, live longer than fat bodies. Okay? Longer lives. And they have a healthier life. Quality of life also important. So if you're lean and not obese, you're going to live longer and feel better. I mean, where's the argument for bulking here? We're talking about a healthier and longer life. How do you beat that? That's what we're here for, to live healthy and long lives and be happy. So just be happy. Choose to not bulk up. Okay? Anything else I should talk about? I think I covered about everything. So anyway, to summarize just a few things there, maybe I didn't cover it. Eat 500 calories less than you're currently eating if you need to lose weight. Don't think that you're eating not enough. If you're overweight, you're eating too much. I don't care if you're eating 112 calories a day. If a person hires me and sends me their diet plan and says, for the last 6 months of my life, I've been eating 112 calories a day and I've been gaining weight, I'm going to say we have to eat less. Let's eat negative 400 calories. It doesn't matter how many calories they eat. What matters is they eat less than they're currently eating. So don't think you're starving yourself, and don't think you're not eating enough, and don't let me hear that you need to eat more because you're building a booty. You're building a fat ass. It's not friggin' building a booty. Booty is muscle tissue, not fat. You can't just go to Wendy's and build your ass out and say you now have a nice ass because you ate in Wendy's. You don't need more calories. You need to be in shape. People that have the nicest bums actually have worked hard for it in the gym through, your squats and sure, your hip thrusters and what else, your lunges, but they've literally trained their ass on into a muscular bum from training, not from eating shit. So stop eating crap, eat healthy, and eat less than you're currently eating to lose weight. And if you're too skinny, like anorexic, I'd say maybe let's go with 5% of you are too lean. 1 in 20 of you needs to eat more. That's not many, so I'm not even worried about you guys because you're probably not even watching the video because you already just, you don't need to worry about it. So eat less than you're eating. Don't get convinced you need to bulk up. And don't let your coach tell you that after the show you need to put on 50 pounds for next year because you're going to be huge. Because trust me, 4 months later when you're going to have to diet it all away and you're going to feel flat dieting and you're going to feel like shit and you're going to look horrible and weak, you're going to be regretting it, especially when you go to your doctor and you get your blood work done and you have high blood pressure and cholesterol and all these other problems. So that's another thing. Get your blood work done, especially if you're on the super supplements. Make sure that you're healthy and eat less calories. 1,800 is women's average. 2,800 is men's average. If you're eating that many calories, chances are you're overweight because the average person is overweight. So unless you're doing an extreme amount of physical activity that burns off all those calories, you probably need less than 1,800. I'll just give you, maybe I'll close it out with some averages here. I'd say 90% of the women that I coach eat between 1,200 and 1,800 calories a day. So these are hardworking athletes who want to look really good and who are in the gym a long time. They're not just 45 minutes. They're serious athletes. 1,200 to 1,800 is the average, okay, for 90% of my clients. Male clients, 2,200 to 3,000 is where 90% of my clients are for men. So if you tell me you're eating 5,000 calories a day, there's that 1% of you that can do that. That's not a lot. I eat 4,000 a day, and I'm in the gym 2 hours a day, and my metabolism is very fast, and I eat 4,000 calories. So unless you're huge and you work out all the time and you have that God-given blessed genetics that we're all jealous of, don't tell me you need 5,000 calories a day, all right? 2,800 is the average. I've seen huge bodybuilders, pro bodybuilders, eating in the 20-something, between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day, and that's what they're eating, okay? Now, if they're off season and they just finished a show, yeah, sure, they might eat the 4,000 calories. And if they're 300-pound bodybuilders, yeah. But we're talking about a normal guy, I'm 220 pounds. Normal bodybuilder of my size, 4,000 is a lot in the off season. All right, so please subscribe to my videos. Pay attention to them, watch them, comment on them, post if you think it's a good video, if you think it sucks, if you disagree. We'll have some debates. I love to debate. I've loved to debate since I was debating in high school. So just let me know what you think. Let's talk about this stuff and give me some ideas of what I should cover in the future. All right. Instagram, Greg Doucette IFBB Pro. I like to post a lot of my bench press and deadlift videos because like I love doing that stuff. I've been a power bodybuilder for like 20 some years, and I'm training for worlds. I'm benching over 500 pounds now and deadlifting over 700. And this is off steroids, FYI. And yes, I did take steroids for several years, but I am not now. I haven't for 7 months. And so I'm doing really good without them. And I'm about, well, I was 218.8 pounds this morning. Just to give you an exact, how much did I weigh? I weighed 225.4. Yesterday in the gym, I did a video, a flexing video type thing, just see where the condition was at, and then I was quite happy for my off season. So I am no bullshitter. I'm not gonna lie to you about anything. I'm gonna tell you straight up what's the truth about everything. So ask your questions and comment and subscribe.